And welcome to an unboxing video. Now, as many of you know, I do now have a gaming section on my channel, and I love retro gaming. I have a lot of systems. I'll go through my collection at some point. But one of the guys that watches our videos, Holdsmouth, was like, "Hey, I have a bunch of NES games that are in my closet. My NES broke. Do you want to do a trade?" So he sent me these games to add to the gaming segment of the channel, and I'm going to send him a bunch of beer in the next few days. So let's see what's in here, shall we? Shall we? Alrighty. So we have Karnov. I've seen this before. I've never actually played this one, to be honest with you. So NES is Karnov. Metroid. Now this is a game that almost everybody's played. There's millions of these cartridges around, and they're still somehow hard to find, even though there's millions of them around. It's like people just... Legendary Wings. I've never even heard of that one. That one looks pretty cool. I don't know what it is about them, but they're just hard to find, even though there's millions of them. Wizards and Warriors. Oh, I remember this. It's always like a Dragon Warrior, a classic. Legacy of the Wizard. So if you want to see me do any of these, let me know, because we will do them. Dragon Spirit. We'll end up playing most of them probably at some point on the gaming channel, but if you want to see any of them beforehand, Ice Hockey. If any of you don't know Ice Hockey, that's where you can be the fat guy, the tall skinny guy, or the medium-sized guy, and each of them have different things. Dream Master. I know that one for some reason too. What else do we have here? Final Fantasy. I wonder if the battery still works on that. The battery needs to work if you want to save. I know that a lot of these older games, the batteries do still work. Cartridges were the fucking best. You know, you don't see CD games that are like 30 years old anymore. Well, none of them are 30 years old yet, but I mean, you're not seeing that type of stuff. But these things still are around, and a lot of them still work perfectly. I actually have Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2 on the PlayStation 1, on the Final Fantasy Anthology disc. But it's great to have this. This was one of my favorite games as a kid. I beat this game several times. I actually was one of the guys that was trying to beat it as all white wizards, but I could never level up enough. Section Z. Ooh, I remember playing this once. That's some pretty awesome shit. What else is in here? Blades of... What the fuck was that? Blades of Steel? Blades of Steel, an amazing hockey game of its time. Super Game Boy. Now, I do have a Famicom. Not a Famicom, sorry, a Retron. So, technically, I could just put the Game Boy games directly into the Retron, but I do have an SNES as well, so we'll see which one gives me better picture quality, which way I get a better stretch. F-Zero. I did not expect any Super Nintendo at all. I thought it was just going to be SNES. So F-Zero is a pretty cool game to get too. I wasn't very good at this one, but the game that I'm actually looking for, the racing game that I'm looking for to play with my buddies the most is Rock and Roll Racing. I might have to bite the bullet and pay like $40 for it online, but Rock and Roll Racing is what I'm really looking for, and it's the only racing game I was ever really good at. Or Pro-Am, RC Pro-Am for NES I was okay at, and Off-Road for NES I was okay at. F-Zero, for some reason I fucking sucked at this game, but I liked playing it all the same. Then we got a bunch of Game Boy games. I never really played Game Boy games, mostly because I'm legally blind, so it just wasn't something that was usable to me. But with the advent of the Super Game Boy, I was able to start doing that, and doing that by doing that I mean playing them, and So with the Retron and the Super Game Boy combined, I'm gonna actually be able to play some Game Boy games, because I've really never played them before. So what do we have here? We have Kirby's Dream Land 2. Alrighty. Kirby, a very well-known Nintendo character. Operation C. That C kind of looks like a Contra C. I wonder if this is like a Contra game. Again, I know nothing about many of these because I just couldn't play one. Final Fantasy Legend. What the fuck is that? I'm going to be playing that one pretty soon, I think. Bassmasters. I always found this funny. I mean, I understand that video games are supposed to be something interesting and all that, but why was there so many fishing games, especially on early systems? I mean, now at least you could make it like you're actually fishing, but back then, it just weird to me. Yeah! My kids are playing Batman. Pokemon Red. Now, I was never a Pokemon guy, but I hear these games are actually really good. These ones are cased, so I don't know if I can open them with one hand. Let's see. There is the, yeah, I can't really open them with one hand. But Tetris, which is always fun to play. I'll probably do a Let's Play of Tetris, even though it's nothing. It's just an episode to see how far I can get while I talk shit. And it's hard to play these games sometimes while you're talking shit. Hey, Stella. The Kirby's Dream Land number 1. And then, what's this one say? I can't read that one. R-Type? No idea. Again, no idea about any Game Boy game. But anyway, thank you, Will, for all those. Again, I will be buying a bunch of Niagara beers over the next week to send to you. You have to send some stuff to Jordan and some stuff to Lee. So I'll have 3 beer mails going out next week. Thank you very much for this. If any of those games you guys want to see me do soon, let me know, and I'll keep looking around. I'm probably going to do a video game collection video sometime soon, and you guys can tell me what you want to see, and anytime I can get people over to play some video games, we'll do some of the 2-player games head-to-head and just trash talk each other. Thank you, guys. Bye.